culture since I got here. But anyway, so I'm very excited to be here today to give the closing remarks to this consultative meeting, as well as the capacity building session that you've had over the past 4 days. My name is Chiaza Chinakwetu. I'm a gender specialist at UNICEF Eastern Southern Africa Regional Office. I was here on the first day with my colleague Julieta, who gave opening remarks on behalf of the agency. So for those who don't know, UNICEF is a child rights organization which champions the rights of children from all over the world, but the Eastern Southern Africa Regional Office is focused on countries in Eastern Southern Africa. So I'm told that you learned a lot about prevention of sexual exploitation and abuse online. You learned a lot about artificial intelligence, which is the future. And I'm very excited that you guys learned as well about the advocacy and capacity building on advocacy. So I'd just like to urge you, for those who had the opportunity to attend this session, to go back to your communities and countries and impart the knowledge that you got here to others who didn't have the opportunity to do so. We can only do better by sharing knowledge and enriching each other. So also to reiterate that as UNICEF, we rally behind you as young people, as indicated in the opening from the previous speakers. You are the leaders of tomorrow, so it is our duty to continue these intergenerational conversations and ensure that you become groomed and leaders in the future. I don't have much to say other than that, but just to congratulate you for faring through the 4 days. We know it's almost Christmas, but just to appreciate you taking time out of your family, your holiday schedules, and other activities to come and learn here and also contribute to the work plan of 2024. Would like to see all these things that you discussed in the room come to pass. The two virtual meetings that you're proposing and two in-person meetings, I think will be good for continued learning experience for you guys. I was just talking to Brian, I think he just left, that I really like the energy that young people of today bring. You guys are very walk. Do you know what I mean by walk? See? You walk. So just keep that energy and continue to learn. Some of those things that you were talking about, I was like, oh, did I know all about that when I was 16 or 18? I'm like, I don't think so. But just continue that momentum, keep the energy, and continue bettering yourselves. You can only do better by learning. So without further ado, I would also just like to thank the African Union Commission for facilitating this workshop, other government representatives here, particularly the government of Kenya, which is hosting us here, as well as other partners and NGOs in the room. So that's all I have to say in my closing remarks, just to wish all those who are traveling back to their respective countries a safe journey. I'm from Zimbabwe, but since I'm in Kenya, in Kiswahili we say safari njema, asante sana.
Thank you so much, Madam Chiaza, and thank you for taking the time to come here. UNICEF, as you Academy, and you've been doing a fantastic job with so many young people in Kenya. Children as young as 4, which is quite challenging dealing with children that young. But Michael has really made sure that our stay here while we've been having the meeting has been smooth and good, and we do appreciate him. So Michael, just a few words please on the way forward and how you
We are the people building the planet in prosperity with peace and unity, together in partnership. Because we don't have time, I will not invite the SDG people to come show us how they do it. But I think it has been really beautiful many days here. It looks like it's already up to 1 month that we've been here together, right? Okay, how many of us already want to go home? Thank God, no one wants to go home. Dr. Richard is only stretching. He's not saying he wants to go home. I believe this is the beginning of a beautiful journey that we're all embarking on together. We have so many other processes and actions and activities ahead of us that we will work together. Let's keep the spirit. Next year, we're having the Summit of the Future that I hope we will mobilize ourselves to lead one of the processes there or one of the sessions there. We will work together for this, and let us keep the focus to achieve the African Union Agenda 2063. That is our roadmap as we connect it with the Agenda 2030 of the United Nations. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas. Oh? I don't want peace. I want problem, always. Like I kill a lot of people.
Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you so much, Michael. Now we'll do the final speaker, official closing, by Madam Esther. She is from the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection of the Government of the Republic of Kenya. Thank you, Madam Esther. We met Madam Esther earlier this year when we came for country monitoring visit to Kenya, which was a fantastic idea to learn what Kenya is doing to protect children against different forms of violence, including online safety for children, ending child marriage, FGM, and we saw some great project called Kara Project. So we are really happy to have you here, Madam Esther. So in 2 to 3 minutes, we'd like you to officially close this meeting, and thank you for taking the time to be with us.
Hello. It's okay. Hello. Good morning. I think it's still morning, eh? Hello. My name is Mogore Esther. I work with the Directorate of Children's Services. I had a program on ending harmful practices, as well as another program on missing children. When I came in, I could feel the excitement in the room. I could feel that you had a very wonderful 4 days. That before I give 2 or 3 remarks, I would like to get from you, what were your takeaways from the 3-4 days event? I know I was given 2 minutes, so I'll use 1 minute. Just getting from you, what takeaway do you get from this meeting that you had? Or what key message did you get? Yes. We need to have good partners and good partnership and friendship came out from this, yes. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, that's another thing. Anything else? Great, great. These are wonderful things that I'm hearing. Yes, great, great, great. So, on this side, anything that you picked from the 4-day meeting? Or yes, and then we'll come. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Great, and lastly, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she says she knows a lot about Africa. And lastly, pardon, I didn't get that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So all of us were in agreement. Hello? Well, I also happened, the reason I did not come, I was involved in another activity where I had like 50 or 60 children that I was dealing with. And I really wanted to come, but because of that, I was not able to come. But I really appreciate what you've learned and the platform that you formed. And as the government of Kenya, we are great to have hosted you here in Kenya. I'm sure you've enjoyed your stay here. This is a very beautiful place. And also the fact that child participation is one of the key principles in the UN Convention. So the fact that you've been able to participate and to give your thoughts, to give your views, has been very instrumental in making. I've seen you have wonderful work plans, which I'm sure that you'll be able to implement with the support from your various organization and even from the African Union. So with those few remarks, I want to thank you for taking your time. I know you could have been invited and you not come, but even when you came, you've participated. So we thank you so much, and we look forward to future engagements. I've seen in your work plan also that you may be having some other activities here in Kenya. You're most welcome, and we look forward to working with all of you. So with those many remarks, I want to declare this meeting officially closed. Thank you.
Thank you to Madam Minister from the government for officially closing the meeting. So the meeting is officially closed, but I just want to thank certain people who have really made this meeting possible. Michael was one of them. We already brought him here. I want to thank Jennifer and her team from Total News who have really come through. Please, let's give them applause. The names that I know are Jennifer, Brian King, my guy, Peter, and Jane, Omar, Mora, Eric. Yay! Can we give them huge applause? Total News has really come out strongly as one of our partners in the child protection area, and we continue to engage with them, and we'll continue to have them together with us in the different activities we're planning for next year on children. And I want to thank also the technical people, the photographers, the ones who've been doing the sound systems and all that. We can't hear each other unless you are able to help us. So I want to applaud those who helped us with the photography and the sound systems. Even the guy who had his lens on, was it Collins? Yeah, Collins, yeah. Okay, I'm just teasing you. And I want to thank our partners, World Vision, UNICEF, child fund. Of course, the government of Kenya always, as a member state, we always reach out to you and work with you, and other partners who we've also worked with, UNFPA and others. So I want to thank all our partners who supported us, who've been here, and thank you so much for always standing together with the AU and working to strengthen our partnership. So last but not least, I want to thank my colleagues. This meeting would not have been possible without my colleagues. I want to thank Dr. Richard, who has been on this child platform for the past year. He is the one who has been the focal person and has driven this whole process. We've all supported him, but he has driven this process. Dr. Richard, over there, raise your hand. I want to thank Brian also, who also pushed for this meeting to be possible with all of us. We all put our efforts. I don't know where Brian is, but thank you, Brian. Then, yes, we can clap a little bit for him. I don't know where he is. And then, yes, oh, he left. He had to go to the airport. These guys are really the ones that I work with and make things really possible, because without them, I can't do everything on my own. So these guys I've mentioned, they're the ones who are together with me to make sure we are doing what we need to do within the AU to push forward the rights and well-being of children, and to engage with children, to engage with partners, traditional leaders, different stakeholders, member states, and so on. And also, somebody who was hiding in the corner, Kaseba, I saw you hiding. Raise your hand. Yeah, Kaseba also consult with us at times, also like part of the team. So thank you so much, everyone. And tea and coffee. Brian has some housekeeping. I'll give him the microphone. There's tea and coffee there. Grab your tea and coffee and snacks. And Brian, over to you.
All right. Hi everyone. Sulu. Yeah, I'm sure the guys from hotel are like, what is that? It's just something we do to make sure everyone is active.